There are a few different ways to see the results of students' attempts on the final exam. One way is by coming into the Google form that is the exam and clicking on the responses link that is near the top. And that'll allow you to see what the students actually selected or typed in as their response. And you can see them as a summary, or you can see them as individual, one at a time students. So let me go to another one here. So you can see here's the one that I was experimenting with. You can see the student's name. You can see all the choices the student made. And you can see for each page what selections they made or what answers they typed in. Now remember that I explained that this final exam on Google Forms, the parts that can be graded automatically will be. The Google form doesn't do that automatically. It takes the use of a third-party tool called Flubaroo. And Flubaroo is an add-on that you put in your Chrome browser, and it is what analyzes the students' answers and gives them credit for correct answers. So when you look at responses this way, you're not going to see scores. You're not going to see if they got it right or wrong. You're simply going to see what their responses were. So this is one way, but probably not the best way to see the results. What you're going to want to do to see the results in terms of scores and correct answers versus incorrect answers is you're going to want to install the Flubaroo add-on. So the best thing to do is come to this Flubaroo website, which is just flubaroo.com. You can see how these steps work, and then when you're ready, you can just click the Try It Now button, which will guide you through getting it installed on your computer. So I'll run down through these steps so you can see the process. You'll create that assignment, which in this case it's the final exam and it has already been created. Then you go through and answer the questions as though you were a student, and that creates the answer key. Then you give a link to the kids, which is already ready in your Google Classroom, and they begin taking your exam, and their results will come through in a spreadsheet, just like all Google Forms result in, and this is an example. Then you're going to open that spreadsheet up. So you're going to go to your Drive, find the spreadsheet that has the same name as the final exam, and you're going to open that spreadsheet. And then, because you've probably already installed Flubaroo, you'll be prompted to use Flubaroo on that spreadsheet, but if you haven't installed it yet, you would go to the add-ons area of your browser and then click Get Add-ons. And you'll see this add-ons option when you have the spreadsheet open. So you have to have that spreadsheet open. So once you get Flubaroo all set up and installed, then you'll use the add-ons menu to go to Flubaroo to grade the assignment. And once you choose that, you'll answer a few questions, and then you can review the grades. And reviewing the grades will look something like this. You'll see the spreadsheet. You'll see a column for each question and how many points the student earned on that particular question. And you can see some overall data at the top about that final exam. So beside each student's name will be the total points they earned on that exam, what that equates out to as a percentage, how many times they submitted it, and then you'll see it question by question after that. It is possible to let students know what their grades were on it because they won't know their grade on the exam until you tell them. But you can use Flubaroo to share the grades with your students. It's another option in the Flubaroo menu, and it just sends an email to their Gmail account with their grades. And there's some reports that you can view about the exam, but you can experiment with that a little bit. What I would recommend is try taking the exam as a student and see, just put in a fake name in there, or you can put in your name, that's fine. And then see how those results come through. So in your drive, in your Google Drive, if you put in the search term examine, then you'll see the Google form for that exam, but you'll also see the Google Sheet, which is where all those responses are coming in. So if you try this out yourself, you'll see your response. Your name will show up in this list. You can see that my name is here a couple times because I was trying it out a few times. One of these is the actual answer key, so I named it that. You'll want to make sure that that stays there because that's how all the others are, what all the other student responses are judged against. And now that I have the sheet open, you'll see that I have the add-ons button. And so when I click that, Flubaroo is one of my add-ons that I've added. I added it by coming to the Get Add-ons section. And here I can regrade it, share grades, view a report. There's lots of other things here. So that's basically how it works. There's two pieces that make the final exam work. There's the form, that's what the students see to take the exam, and there's the results, which is the spreadsheet that ties in with that. And then Flubaroo is the third piece, the third-party add-on that automates the grading. So hopefully that helps. Give it a try. I suggest trying it before the students do. And just let me know if you have any problems at all.